everyone. Thank you for joining me here and thank you for sending in your questions. As I said before, there were so many to pick from. So, what I've done is select a few that we'll be able to address with some common tips and techniques that all of you can use. Now, what I suggest is that you watch this video once through, then watch it again with some pen and paper at hand. So you can pause it and you can write down your responses and then continue at your own pace. What this will give you is an increased clarity, increased chances of you fulfilling whatever it is you're writing by 45%. Did you know that? And also, this is the closest you'll get to a one-on-one coaching session. Okay? So let me just read some of the questions and then we can proceed to the techniques. So one of them is, how can I figure out what I love or I'm good at? I thought it was the industry I am in, but now I am lost. I hear you. I was in the exact same space as you. I find it hard to stay consistent with what I say I will do. Any advice on how I could improve? Do employers consider a 3-year gap? I really want to go back to work after a long break looking after the kids, but not sure how to start. These are such good questions, and it's clear that what we're dealing with here is motivation and purpose. So I'm going to give you 2 techniques. Try out with both of them, see which one works better for you. And settle down, keep your pen and paper at hand. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Close your eyes and relax. Now I want you to visualize yourself in the perfect world where everything is perfect, no problem with anything. So you are free to follow your dream job or dream role. Now in this perfect world where you can take this perfect job, I want you to travel forward in time to February 2022. Now pay attention to where you are as you work in this dream job that makes you so happy and content, that makes you feel fulfilled and satisfied. Notice where you are. Notice your surroundings, the people around you, the sounds that you hear, the sights that you see and what you smell. And notice how good you feel doing this work. Now zoom in to what exactly this work is that is making you so happy and fulfilled. And as you realize what your dream job is, and as you realize the surroundings and where you're working, and the whole picture comes into frame beautifully, bring all of that back with you and travel back to the here and now. Now open your eyes and quickly write down all that you can remember, beginning with your dream job. Write down as much detail as possible. Now that was technique 1. Second technique is, again, I want you to take a deep breath. Exhale. Close your eyes. And allow your subconscious mind to travel back over the past 3 to 4 months and to identify those moments in time when you did something that made you feel so proud of yourself, when you felt so fulfilled and satisfied and genuinely happy. As you find a moment like this, go back further in time and find another one and another one. They could be anything. A project that you were responsible for and executed perfectly, a team that you managed, an event that you organized, a large one or a small children's party, an online event. Maybe you helped someone with their finance and accounts. Maybe you taught someone something. Maybe you cooked something really perfectly. Whatever it was that gave you this sense of self-pride and self-confidence. Just allow your subconscious to filter through your memories and pick up each of these beautiful moments. And then open your eyes and write them down. Ideally, I'd like you to have at least 7 to 10 of these memories, so that as you look down at what you've written, you will see a pattern emerging. And that will give you a clear indication of where your passion and your aptitude lies. So that's technique number 2. And what follows is common to both techniques. So I need you to open a new page, and make 2 columns. On one side, you are going to write down all the qualities and resources that you already have for this dream job. Whether it's a natural aptitude, whether it's experience having done it earlier, or you have the certification, whatever it is, put it down in one column. When you're done, move to the next column where you will put down the things that you need to get in order to get this role. So that could begin with researching the role itself, finding out more about it. Remember, Google is your best friend. You will find all your answers there. So Google all the vacancies for this role and it will tell you exactly what you need to get. So put them down. Put down the certifications you need, the training you need. Do you need to have a certain number of hours having done this job? Put it all down. Then what you have on that paper is your roadmap. And then we're going to start a new page with your action plan. Remember, the difference between a goal and a dream is having a defined time frame and deadline. So draw out a timeline with all the things that you have in the column that you need to get. And realistically set markers for each of them. The reason we have markers is, as human beings, we need constant positive reinforcement. We need to feel that we are achieving something. We're not just on some endless journey with the end nowhere in sight. So every time you achieve something and you tick it, it gives you the motivation to continue. So set your timeline. Put it up where you can see it every day. It shouldn't be something that you tuck away in a drawer and forget about. Also, the goal that you're working towards, this dream job, find an image or a symbol, something that represents that role to you, whether it's starting your own business, changing careers, going back to something that you used to love. Find something that represents it and put that up alongside your time frame, so that every day you look at that, you know where you're going and you know how you're going to get there. So to the person who wants to stay more consistent with what they're doing, motivation is something that comes when we do something for the right reason, a reason that resonates with our values and a reason that makes sense to us. So if you're doing something because someone else wants you to do it, or because it will make someone happy, or because you feel you have to do it, it's not something that you will feel like doing all the time. So objectively, honestly, look at why you are really doing that task. And once you've identified that, shift it and replace it with something that makes sense to you. What will I gain by doing this? What will it give me if I do this? Or maybe even, what will I lose that I don't want if I do this? When you find the reason that resonates with you, you'll find you have no problem with being consistent and motivated. So that's about it for today's Q&A, and I hope this has helped you. I'd love to hear how you're doing with this, and I'd love to hear your positive feedback and updates. So do respond to the post. Tag me at Coach Bina and let me know what you've gone on to do after this session. Feel free to get in touch with me directly as well. I'd love to continue to help you. All the best. Stay safe.